Surprise! Here we are. Okay, so we still have all those ingredients
Are you doing live?
Yeah, as long as we're here. For the egg dish, so we're gonna whip up a batch. You get to check it out. If you want the recipe, make sure you sign up for the mailing list at nowgetgoing.com. Recipes are sent on Thursday, so holy smokes, will you have recipes this week? They're so simple. All right, flipping you around. For the egg thing, we got sausage, we got bacon, we got eggs, we got potatoes, we got hash browns. They were not the ones that I was told to buy, but I was not going over to Cubs, so we got all these. Ken's got the electric fry pan out.
So, you got me flipped around?
Yeah, you're flipped.
So we're doing a half batch instead of a full batch like I normally do. Full batches, a pound of bacon, a pound of sausage, a pound of or 12 eggs, and a bag of hash browns. I usually use bulk sausage, but I didn't have any bulk sausage. I had the sausage links. So what I gotta do is cut the sausage links in half. And I can wash in the dishwasher, which should be clean and hot. So I'm just gonna cut these up in little chunks.
Serrated knife, got it.
It's better if the sausage is frozen, because then it won't fall apart when you cut it, like it's doing. So I'm only going to use half a pound of sausage.
Is it regular breakfast sausage?
It's breakfast sausage. You can buy it in bulk form too. So get this done quick here. We had kind of a long one last night. That's why I like to have stuff pre-prepared. People don't have to sit through all this cooking crap too much. I just think you can afford. So I'm going to take about half a pound of bacon. Yeah, a little bit more than half a pound.
We like our bacon. We like our bacon.
Cut that up into pieces.
What you got your fry pan set on? 350 or something?
I got a 350 because I didn't want to overheat it. I'm going to turn it up here to 400 so it cooks a little bit quicker. I'm just going to cook the bacon and the sausage together. Save some cooking time. Eventually it's all going to go in the same pot anyways. This is great because all I do is when we go on vacation and we stay at my parents' house or my sister's house, or like we stayed overnight at my in-laws' house one night. I'm like, alright, I'm going to cook breakfast. So what I did is I cooked this up the day before, threw it in the crock pot, then before you go to bed, just plug the crock pot in, and it keeps it, put it on warm so it heats it up, and when you wake up you got warm breakfast already done.
Look at all the protein, guys. Sausage, bacon, eggs. What a great protein filler for your day. Hint, hint, hint for you people who aren't getting the protein.
Hands off here.
Breakfast protein. Yum.
I'm going to do a half batch, so I'm going to only use 6 eggs. I like bacon, so I got more bacon than half a pound in there.
Nothing on there, Pupper.
I think I did dishes. Put the lid on that so it'll keep it from splashing all over the place. Tickle in my nose. So, 6 eggs. Nothing fancy. to do 2 at once and make it quicker, so kind of get shells everywhere. But we'll just do it the easy way. We still gotta work that stuff to cook. Ah, yeah, nose. Clean the eggs off your hands. Okay. 6 eggs. Milk makes them fluffy. A little bit of milk. Milk away.
No salt, no pepper.
No. It's salt and pepper it after when you dish it out. Some people don't like, can't have salt, some people don't like pepper, blah blah blah. So I don't put any seasoning on them, salt and pepper themselves when they pull it out of the pan. Basically all it is going to be a scrambled egg.
Guess what the puppies like? They smell it. They smell it. Facial. The point though is to have everything cooked through, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So then, what we do is we got, I like the potatoes O'Brien or whatever they're called. They're little square potatoes, diced potatoes, but Denise got me regular hash browns, so
He'll live.
it'll work. Crock pot, doesn't matter what order, but you throw the stuff in, but I'm just gonna throw the hash browns in now. I did about half a bag hash browns.
How much hash browns is that? A pound? 2 pounds?
30 ounces, so just less than 2 pounds,
So about a pound for half a batch. Okay.
roughly. I like potatoes in mine, but I'm only gonna use half the bag. Like I say, it doesn't matter what order you put the stuff in, because it's all gonna get mixed up anyway when you cook it. I'm just gonna put those in there, that way I can get rid of the bag of potatoes.
It's sushi. We'll make bacon in a bit.
What do you want, you little monster?
I smell bacon. I smell bacon.
Look at that, we gotta give him his pill. You get to watch me give the dog his pill.
They don't have to.
They don't have to, you can talk to them.
Okay.
Because, you know, this takes forever. Just peanut butter. Peanut butter right in front of me.
So, if we were making this super healthy, so first of all, your trainer's going to tell you you need more protein. Guaranteed, because you're not getting enough protein. Ladies, you need at least 100 grams a day, and sometimes more. I dare you to track it for a while and like really figure out how much protein you're getting. Now, if we were making it super duper healthy, you might add some spinach or onions or peppers or
Don't crush my fingers.
fennel or...
Ow!
You're being obnoxious. So you can really health this up, right? Now you could also use this bacon sausage mix. I've got a bunch of ladies that make like little egg muffin quiche things. So they use a bigger muffin tin and they'll dump in like some of this sausage bacon mix. They will put in a few vegetables. And seriously, if you can get an egg in after that, then you get an egg in. And it's delicious. I've got one gal that puts pico de gallo in it. I've got one gal that, whatever, I mean, vegetables. Your imagination is all that's limiting you, right? You,
Peppers and onions, like
mushrooms.
Southwestern.
And then if you want with those, you can put a little cheese on top. We might just put a little cheese on top of this too. Oh, he's giving me a look
there.
like not today.
Not in this we're not. Cheese will get all hard and dried out when it's in the slow cooker.
Yeah, so I guess not in there. But Ken gets up super early in the morning, so this will be a nice treat for him
Because I gotta cook it.
to have warm food in the morning. Bacon, eggs, sausage, perfect protein, right? All that's missing is the vegetables. So, what do you like to put in your eggs? Do you like omelets? So if you're sitting here going, ew, gross, I want you to think about what would you put in an omelet? Probably some onions and mushrooms and tomatoes and cheese on top. So put cheese on after you take it out of the crock pot, right? That's how that works. So
Get a triple dose of cooking this weekend.
I know, crazy town. So once the bacon and sausage is done, we're going to drain it and then we're just gonna cook the eggs and put it all together? Is that the plan?
I was gonna just.
Or are you just gonna dump?
I take the bacon and the sausage out and throw it in the crock pot. Then I scrambled eggs. I just use the grease that's in there.
Okay.
Give it flavor.
Flavor.
I like cooking my eggs in bacon grease. It's a lot better than regular grease because I like my ends crispy on my bacon, on my eggs sometimes. So the bacon grease really makes them crispy.
Just saying. That's delicious that way.
In case you're wondering what we're having for supper, I'm cooking a roast in this slow cooker right now.
Because why should you only have one slow cooker going?
Well, we're not going to have this going tonight. This will go tonight before we go to bed. I'm just going to throw it all together and throw it in the fridge until later.
Oh, okay.
It's the cooking. Takes a little while for this stuff to cook.
Because pork.
Got it set at about 400 right now. While I'm doing that, I can put this stuff away. Throw this stuff in the freezer. You want me to leave this stuff out or you want to put it in the freezer?
Freezer's fine. Okay, so let's talk about meal prep since we're meal prepping. And Ken just told you we got a big old roast with carrots and potatoes going in one crock pot. We got this eggs, bacon, and sausage going in another crock pot. I'd love to tell you that roast is going to last 2 or 3 days, but we both really like roast. So maybe a couple days, right? But when you're cooking stuff, cook extra because then,
Roast here.
so it should last several days. It won't, but it should. If you're measuring your food and going, oh, my body can only absorb 4 ounces of meat at a time and process 4 ounces of meat at a time, then you would have several meals out of that, right? Package it right away. Like, instead of putting the roast on a plate, leaving it on a plate, and just taking chunks out at a time, as soon as you're done with supper, get the scale out, measure out your roast beef and put it in the containers. Save some carrots for it. Then all you have to do is add some green beans to it, some frozen vegetables, whatever. I have a little crock pot that I take to work that I warm stuff up in. So I just add frozen vegetables to the meat for the night before. That's like easy meal prep, right? You know, you can make it really hard. Sometimes you see all these pretty dishes, all these little Tupperwares, and somebody is making a whole day out of cooking special food and spending 4 or 5 or 6 hours prepping for the whole week. Well, that's great. And I don't have time to meal prep, or I don't have the desire to meal prep like that. So just after every supper, put yourselves 2 lunches together, right? One for you and one for your whoever else is taking a meal, right? And then just add vegetables. Make it easy on yourself. It doesn't have to be such a hard chore thing, another thing you add to the day. It has to be just a difference in how you pick up after supper or after your meal. Oh, he's doing something.
Now I'm just going to throw the bacon and the sausage in the crock pot.
Notice that's a slatted spoon so that that greases, you know. Oh boy, I hope he put some of that in the rendered stuff.
Some what? In the what?
Some of the grease in the bacon grease jar. Because I like bacon grease on my green beans. Maybe that's a trivia question for this week's email. Did you catch that? What do I like on my green beans? It's delicious. Sushi is hearing, oh, the bacon is done, and he knows that next comes eggs, and usually comes a bowl full of eggs for each puppy. They're not spoiled or nothing. Wow.
So you're saying you want me to save some of this grease?
It's up to you. That's a lot of grease you're going to put in one little batch of eggs.
Get out of there.
Look who's talking.
I'm a cook. I gotta taste the food.
I'm stirring it.
As your jaws are moving.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, most of that grease got dumped out. Oh, good. You don't need to have all that grease in your eggs, guys. I'm all for a little grease in your eggs, but not too much. So there's 6 eggs plus milk.
God dang dog hair. Hailing dog hair.
It's probably just one persistent little thing.
I'm gonna wait for this to heat back up real quick. Come on, eggs.
So it shouldn't take so long, but
Shouldn't put it unplugged in. Shouldn't have it boarded off, and it cools down kind of quick.
so do we make sure the eggs are done?
Yep.
Okay, so no liquid in the crock pot, guys.
Tomorrow when I make my soup, I'll have my noodles and my hamburger already pre-cooked. So it'll just basically be a throw together thing. I think a lot of people know how to brown hamburger and cook noodles. That's just too time consuming.
Aye, aye, Cap.
Would you
What?
stay out of there?
Uh-uh.
Sushi, you gotta wait an hour before you can eat.
So there was no salt and pepper in there. We got bacon, sausage, hash browns. Bacon, sausage, hash browns already in the crock pot. Just eggs with milk. Stop. Shoshi. They always promise us they'll be quiet for the show, but sometimes they forget. And there you go. We're going to put that in the fridge for now, and then tonight before bed, put it on what? Low or keep warm?
I'll probably put it on low, because it'll be cold. Slow cookers take a little while to heat up, especially when you get them on low.
There you go.
I'll mix it all up.
Have a great weekend.
I'm a hands-on guy.
Oh, he wants to show you hands-on again.
I'm hands-on. It mixes better. Make sure your hands are clean if you're serving other people.
Yeah, like wife. All right.
Don't matter.
Y'all have a great weekend. Bye-bye.